Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and this is our podcast number 128. It's Thursday the 27th of March 2025 and before we know it, a quarter of the year would have gone by already. That just amazes me. Thank you so much for joining us this evening to hang out together. I absolutely love that we get together at least once a week, have a little chat, see what we've all been up to. So tonight, just as always, I will be showcasing some of your makes and of course letting you know what I've been up to as well. I'm surrounded by yarny goodness here as always. I hope you've all had a wonderful week and you've got something to sip on. I've got a cup of tea this evening. If you're not in the mood for a drink, maybe you want to crochet along while we have a little chat. But get ready guys to ooh and ah because I'm going to showcase some of your makes. Now thank you to each and every one of you that had the time to send something in this week. I really do appreciate it. I'll just pop my clipboard down as always. Now our friend Vicky D, she sent in this very, very cute goldfish cracker. Now Vicky tells us that she held together 2 strands of yarn and it does give it a fish like the scales effect. I absolutely love that and he is very, very cute. Now next you're going to see 2 lizards and Vicky used the YouTube tutorial by Rhonda Butler. Now I do know that Rhonda does have a lot of great tutorials. Now this lizard is made using a number 4 weight yarn and a 4mm hook and I absolutely love the fluoro colors on him and the little stripes on his back as well. Now this second lizard is made using number 6 weight yarn, so it's a little bit bulkier and a 9mm hook, and I have to say that he looks very, very friendly. And over here you're going to see a positive potato. The pattern is by Crystal at Chronically Crochet and it's been made using a number 6 weight yarn, once again a thicker yarn with that was purchased from Temu, and a 5.5mm hook. And I have to say, look at those big eyes, pardon the pun guys, because we know potatoes do have eyes on occasion. So Vicky, thank you for sending those in through to us. But Vicky didn't stop there. She also crocheted this very adorable Fidget the Frog. The pattern is by Jess Huff. The yarn is from Vicky's stash and Vicky also used a 3.5mm hook. And I'm very, very positive that the recipient will actually love him. So thank you so much, Vicky, for sending in all your makes to us this week. Now, our friend Laura has sent in a few things as well. So thank you, Laura. Now here you'll see a lovely collection of hats and washcloths. The baby crochet hats are made using Hobby Lobby yarn and the loom knit hat is Joanne's Big Twist yarn in that aqua color. And the bucket hat is made using Hobby Lobby's Crafter's Secret cotton yarn in the color Ocean Stripe. It's so pretty. Now the washcloths that you saw are crocheted using I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. Now here you'll see a beautiful blanket. It's 35 by 50 inches and it's made using Hobby Lobby Stonewash yarn in the color teal and the stitch used is a double crochet. So thank you so much, Laura, for sending in your beautiful makes to us. Now our friend Geraldine from G Off the Hook Crochet, if you're not already hanging out with her, you really, really should. Now Geraldine has been joining in our Beanie of the Week, which I absolutely love. And this week's is so pretty. Now, G says that this beanie was a quick treat to crochet. So she enjoyed the pattern. Geraldine did use Elite Punto yarn from her stash and an 8mm Clover or More hook. The yarn is 80% acrylic and 20% polyamide. It looks so soft and squishy, doesn't it? And I have to say that I absolutely love your color combination and the stitches look so beautiful in that yarn. So thank you so much, Geraldine, for sending that through to us. Now, our friend Kim has been busy knitting because she is by Stitchall, meaning she can crochet and knit. Very, very clever lady, our friend Kim. Now, these are some knitted socks. I absolutely love the colors. Did you notice all the colors at the top? The yarn is 75% merino wool and 25% nylon. I guess the nylon is what gives it its stretch. And it is hand-dyed yarn by My Yarny Corner. So thank you, Kim, for sending in those very pretty socks. And Kim's daughter, Rachel, Oh, this is so cute. She's crocheted Scrump from Lilo and Stitch using Toft yarn, which is 100% wool. Very, very cute. And I have to say that I love the pink bow in, who is it? Scrump's hair. So thank you so much, Rachel and Kim, for sending in your makes to us. Now, our friend Diane, she also has been joining in Beanie of the Week. So thank you so much, Diane. Now, this week, Diane says that this one was a little bit challenging, but she persevered. And I'm so happy you did that, Diane, because the end result was worth it. Your beanie is absolutely beautiful. So I'm very, very proud of you. Sometimes we just, have to take that challenge on, don't we? Now, Diane also shares with us this scarf and slouchy beanie crocheted for her partner's daughter-in-law, whose favourite colour is red. Now, Diane used a Karen cake in the colourway Red Velvet with a 5.5mm hook. The beanie pattern is from Viv's Crochet, and the scarf is a half double crochet in the back loop. And Diane says that she absolutely loves this pattern. What a beautiful gift set you've made. I'm sure that the recipient will absolutely love it. And then Diane also sent in, where are we? No. Sorry, Diane, I read it twice. So thank you so much, Diane, for sending in both your makes to us this week. Now, our friend Aussie Sandy, she continues to wow us with her resin art. I have to say, you're getting better and better and better each week. I think it's amazing. You're going to have a little exhibition soon. So here you'll see a pair of vases that brighten Sandy's windowsill in her laundry. Simply beautiful, Sandy. And then the next one is a resin coaster that Sandy is very proud to say she finally managed to do a technique she's been trying for quite a while. And well done to you, Sandy, once again for persevering. The colours are mesmerising. Did you all notice that? Just zoom in if you can, guys. Now, lastly, with the resin makes is a bird wing trinket bowl that Sandy made for her granddaughter. It's just so pretty. I'm sure your granddaughter loves it and displays it with pride. Now here you're going to see a very cute and adorable collection of trauma bears and little octos destined for Sandy's sister-in-law's charity. That is so, so sweet. And here, look at this jellyfish donut for Sally, our friend Sally's cow, made using Maker yarn, M-A-K-R yarn, and scrap yarn from Sandy's stash. I absolutely love the colourful tentacles, the curly cues. And if you zoom in, you're going to see two little starfish, used as decorations on this jellyfish. So thank you so much, Sandy, for sending in all your gorgeous makes to us. Now, our friend Thea has been very busy crocheting as usual. And here you're going to see a lovely collection of donuts once again for our friend Sally at Nanny Moon's Crochet, her cow. She's got a jellyfish there, the sun, and a llama. They are so adorable, right, guys? And this is a very pretty African violet plant, and it's from the book Crochet Houseplants. Absolutely gorgeous there. And here is Dumbledore, and he is one of the characters from Harry Potter, and he is a pattern in the Harry Potter Amigurumi book. So both of these makes, so the plant and Dumbledore, are made for Jenny, our friend Jenny at In My Spare Time Crochet, for her pattern stash cow for this year. And Thea has also made 2 hexicardis for KK and Kristen's Hexicardi Party cow for this year. So KK and Kristen, K and K Crochet. The first one is made using random colours pulled out of a big bag of scrap yarn, tells us Thea. So they were just randomly pulled out. She said there was no rhyme or reason to it, using different textures and fibres as well. Very interesting. And now this hexicardi has a purple theme. So of course, that's my favourite colourway. So I'm going to have to say that that's my favourite one. And so that's it for today for your makes, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing. I really do appreciate that you took the time. Actually, I'm pretty sure that Thea also sent us a scarf, and I thought I had written this down. Well, if I've forgotten it there, you know what? I'll be showcasing it next week. Now, I found my notes here. I'm a little bit all over the place. Please forgive me, everybody. So, lastly, Thea crocheted a V-stitch scarf for her daughter's boyfriend, who gifted Thea this yarn for Christmas. And it was 2 balls of the Sierra Chunky yarn. And the scarf actually needed 3 balls, so Thea purchased a 3rd ball and completed it. And I have to say, what a beautiful colorway that yarn has with all those grays in it. And I'm sure your daughter's boyfriend really appreciates that the yarn pretty much went back as a boomerang. He gifted it and he got a beautiful gift in return. So that is actually it, guys. Thank you everyone for sharing your makes with us. I really, really do appreciate it. And once again, if you would like me to showcase, because I would actually love that, to showcase some of your makes, please send them through to my email. It's always in the description box. Now, next we're going to get on to Beanie of the Week. Now, this week's Beanie of the Week is super, super easy, guys. It's actually called the Valdivia, Valdivia Crochet Hat. It's a YouTube tutorial at CJ Design, and I of course will be popping it into the description box, but here it is here. I've got a feeling this has been around for a while. Once again, this beanie starts from the bottom up. You crochet the rim and then you attach the beanie, the body of the beanie. But don't you just love how it makes these rings and then you close it at the top? You actually decrease. But it is such a simple pattern to follow. I absolutely loved it. And it's basically half double crochets, US terminology, in the back loop, and that's how you get that beautiful, beautiful texture and effect. Now, this is the second one that I made. I actually used the same yarn that I used last week, so it's quite a chunky, bulky yarn. I absolutely love this yarn. And like the first hat I made using a 9mm hook, so it's for quite a large size head, which is great because this is going to my donation pile. And then the second one I made using a 7mm hook. And in actual fact, to fit my head, I could probably either not go up as many rows or just go down a hook size to a 6. But once again, like I said, very, very pretty. I actually love this pattern, and I hope that the people that are joining in with us this week actually enjoyed it as much as I did. I cannot wait to hear what your thoughts are on it. So I'll just pop that down for now. So, you know, I wonder what we're going to make next week. You know, I always surprise myself. Let me tell you guys, sometimes I think I should make a list, but then I'm like, nah, let it be random each week. It's more fun that way. Now, our friend Rose at Rose Likes Crochet, she has a cal that's for the whole year, and each month she pulls out a little make for us, and it's for her random acts of crochet kindness. And for March it was butterflies, which I absolutely love that it was butterflies. Now, I did have a few patterns that I kept looking at, and I know that Alley Cat sent me a beautiful pattern as well, and she sent hers in last week, I think, to us, her butterflies that went off to Rose. But I just wanted something really quick and simple because I really did leave it to lastminute.com. I made these last night. So I used a YouTube tutorial by Mama J Crochet, and it's just a 2-row butterfly. So I could not wait to make it, and I used a 5mm hook and a 5.5mm hook, and I just had this yarn sitting there, which is just from my Millens, and I think it's the Red Heart retro, not the retro stripes, the neon stripes. I absolutely love this yarn, and I did end up making 6, which I'm trying to make each month. I'm trying to make 6 of each make because I want to have them ready for RAOCK Day, which is I think September, October this year. So the original butterfly looks like this. So without those antennas there, it looks like that. And it is very, very pretty, but it has those antennas there. But as I made it, you know, more and more, so I did make these 2 first. So you can see they're very similar. I just did, I just slip stitched into a chain there to make those. I then realized that I didn't absolutely love the way the center was. I didn't dislike it, but I wanted to try it with a magic ring, and it actually came up even tighter, which is the look that I was going for. So there's another one there. I love the way these colors work up. And then there's these two as well. So when I finish making these, so I've got the 6 that I need. I just need to package them now. I thought I'd make some key rings because I've got all these. I'll show you, like, look at that. How pretty is that, guys? I absolutely love these. They are going to, they're going to swing. Imagine them as earrings. I think that's very funny. So there they are there. And I think that they are very, very sweet, very, very quick to make. Because I remembered I had all these key ring things. What are they called? Key rings? That I had bought ages ago with the intention to make some. That's simply what it is. And you just attach the yarn through there. And then it's hooked on. And you just tie it up, pretty much sew it through whatever you're attaching them to. So here are all my little butterflies for random acts of crochet kindness. I must make an effort to send those to Rose so that she can include them in this month's makes for everybody. So thank you, Rose, for putting that on for us and inviting us to join in your cal. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. Last month was a little owl and the first month was a shamrock, so I wonder what you'll be pulling out of your little bag of tricks for April. I cannot wait for that one. So the next crochet along that I had joined in and is actually finished, well, it's finishing up at the end of the month, is with our friend Judy at Peace Witchcraft, and it was the Sign AU. So basically each fortnight Judy picked a sign for us to take inspiration from and to, you know, use the colors or the words or whatever, you know, the feeling that he gave us to create whatever we wanted. And I've been making granny squares, 20 round granny squares using blanket yarn. And this month, sorry, the last fortnight it was predominantly black and white. So I used black and white, of course. I've just finished 13 rows, so I've got 7 to go. And then I've just got to connect it and I've finished that giant blanket that I've been sharing with you. So I hope I do make it by the end of the month. We do have 3 days to go, so chances are I will. I actually crocheted this while I was waiting with my mum for her cataract surgery last Thursday, in fact, but I did put it down after that, and I really need to pick it up because it doesn't take that very long at all to do that. So thank you so much, Judy, for inviting us to join you, and it has been a lot of fun with this one. Some of the signs were very, very funny. So if you guys haven't been hanging out with Judy, you really should, and I'm pretty sure she'd have a playlist on it. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure, but just go and see all the signs. They are, you know, very much worth having a look at. So that's something else that I've been working on, and I cannot wait to finish it because this blanket is going to my Crochet for the Community Winter Appeal Drive with Anglicare this year, which finishes, guys, at the end of April. So we've still got another just over a month. And some of you may have seen the unboxing of Thea's donations. I think that was yesterday. If you haven't done so, please go and see it. I think Thea needs to be told by everyone how amazing she is. Now, the next thing is, where is it? Okay, yes, I've had a little bit of a week of making baskets. So last Friday, I finally went to get my nails done after a very long break. Usually I have them done every 3 weeks, but it was 5 weeks. But that's not what we're here to hear, are we? So I made this little basket here using the same yarn as I did for the little butterflies because I wanted to make a little Easter basket. Now this pattern here is by Nastasia, and I have made this pattern before. In actual fact, it's the basket holding all the donut buddies over there, and I absolutely loved it. I made it a bigger one because it does say 3 different sizes, but in actual fact, if you go and see this tutorial, it's only 5 minutes long. I'll link it in the description box. It's just called How to Crochet Baskets in 3 Sizes. But when you see that tutorial, guys, you will very quickly work out that you can make it any size you want because you just grow your circle as big as you want and any height that you want. So I just thought I'd make, because it's all in half double crochets, and what I love about this pattern is that you alternate where you put your half double crochets in the rows, and it really does give a beautiful basket effect. You can actually see it here so much better. in this one here. And I did add handles, which I simply just chained, I think 30, connected it and then slip stitched all the way back. But when I was making this, when I was getting my nails done last Friday as I was waiting my turn, my nail artist Sil and my very good friend, hi Sil, how are you? She saw them and I said, yeah, I'm trying to see if they'll be any good for Easter and I am having fun making them. She said, oh my gosh, I'm in love. And also, did you see this, guys? I think that's called the crab stitch, where you crochet single crochets backwards. I actually don't mind doing it. I know a lot of people aren't fans, and I think it does add to the basket. So back to the little story that goes with them. Sil saw him and she said, would you please be able to make me a few for Easter, you know, so she can give to her children and grandbaby and what have you. And I said, absolutely. And in the end, he went from 1 to 4 to 7. So I've actually made, let me pick them up. I've got 5 ready, just sew in some ends. And then I have to make another 2. Now, she doesn't need them until Easter, and I'm pretty sure that I'll have them done. I do use my 6mm hook for them, that beautiful chocolate hook that we all love, Clover and More, and I double strand my yarn. And the way I do it, guys, I don't know if you do it this way too. I don't use 2 balls of yarn together. Oh, and I am using Spot Saver USA style 10 ply yarn, which is a worsted weight, and it's 100% acrylic. But I get the center pull and just the one from the outside, and I just pull them out at the same time, and then that way, that's how I crochet, and it actually works very, very well. So if you've never done that, try it, guys. It actually doesn't get tangled up as you would imagine that it would, and it really is a good way to use up 1 ball of yarn at a time. But of course, if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. But I just thought I would share that with you. So I have been making a lot of baskets, let me tell you. And while I was making them, I wanted to experiment with some beads, because you know I love beads, and they were sitting there. So I made this little one here. And I added some of the smaller beads that I have, the wooden beads, because I use the larger ones for when I make my towel toppers with a wooden ring. And I thought, I've got so many of these little ones left. Let's see how we go. So I am going to play with this a little bit more. That's a little bit wonky there, but I'm sure that I will be able to perfect it. And I imagine these will be very nice as nesting ones, like to have all the different sizes. And then, you know, you can pop anything in them really. So like I said, I've been on a bit of a basket craze this week, as you do, right? You get stuck on something and you just keep making it. And that's pretty much it for my makes, other than everything that I've been crocheting for my upcoming markets, the 12th and 13th of April, 2025. So that's a couple of weeks away, and I'll bring that to you in a separate video, of course. Now, our Crochet Society Box 53, voting is closing on the 30th. Which is only a couple of days away. So if you haven't already voted, and a lot of you have, thank you so much, please do so. You still have an opportunity to vote on what I am going to be ultimately crocheting from that box. And the other thing is our best dressed 18-inch doll cal and our birthstones cal. You have until the 31st Sydney, Australia time at midnight to send in your entries to me, and then at least like a day or 2 after that, I will definitely be bringing you all the entries so we can ooh and ah over them. I can't even tell you how many are sitting in my inbox. There's quite a few, which I'm so excited about. So thank you everyone that has sent them in already. And that's pretty much it, guys, for the crochet for this week. A little bit of life, and the only update really is, and all of you have been amazing asking about my mum since last Thursday. You know, she is recovering very well with her after her cataract surgery. That was actually last Thursday. I did stay with her for the night. Unfortunately, this time she did not have a very good night. The anesthetic really did knock her about this time round. I think they gave her a little bit more than last time, but within 48 hours. So, you know, definitely by Saturday, but even by Friday evening, she was feeling a lot better. And I'm just so happy to say that she's got her routine down packed with her drops, you know, 4 times a day. I just spoke to her this afternoon again, and she's finished 1 of the drops, so she's down to 2 now. So she was using 3. So all that to say, thank you so much for everyone for your kind wishes and all of your prayers, and for asking, you know, and emailing. And she has been so happy when I tell her that people that she's never met actually care enough to ask about her. So thank you so very, very much. So that's done now, guys. She's had both her little eyes done, and she can, you know, thank God she can see very, very well, especially like the TV and at a distance. And she was very funny. She said, but I still need them to read. I said, of course you do, Mum. It was the cataract, you know, that they took away. They didn't change your vision. So yeah, anyway, that's, you know, a little side story there. So thank you so much once again, as I said earlier, for joining me. Absolutely love that we get to hang out together. I so look forward to Thursday nights. I have to say that you know, as I see your emails coming in through the week with your makes, I get very, very excited. But I can't believe how quick the weeks are going, guys. So, you know, keep safe, keep well, and until I see you very, very soon, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.